Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. On February 27th, 2016, the Golden State Warriors set a new NBA record, becoming the fastest team to clinch a playoff berth. And in this video, I want to show what is special about the day that they clinched, and also why I think we will have a repeat of last year's NBA Finals, and further, why I think Cleveland might upset Golden State in the NBA Finals, breaking the curse of Cleveland 51 years without a professional sports championship. So notice, after the game, when the Warriors won February 27th, 2016, there was this tribute up from ESPN. It was Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Warriors, joking about how hard it is to guard his star player Steph Curry, who made the game winner. Notice the timestamp of a minute 44. As I routinely point out, ESPN is often coding their videos with time segments that are relevant to the subject. And in this case, the number 44 is very important to the Golden State Warriors. This year, they are in their 44th year of being in Golden State. Steve Kerr returned to coach the team this year for the Warriors' 44th game. And also this year, the NBA Finals begin June 2nd, 2016, a date with 44 numerology. Last year, this number 44 was very important to the Cleveland Cavaliers, who were in their 44th year of existence. You might recall Game 1 of the NBA Finals, LeBron James scored his 44th point when the game was over, and the announcer had a conniption going, "LeBron scores 44!" when the game was already over. It was like, why would he be so excited about the 44th point? Well, once you become aware of this numerical language, you see why these numbers are celebrated by announcers and are coded before our eyes so often in sports media, such as ESPN, who put up this timestamp. Let me take you back to last year. Last year, I was pointing out how important 44 was to the college championship as well as the NBA Finals. Last year, the college championship was on April 6th, 4/6, and the NBA Finals began on June 4th, 6/4, reflections of each other. The NBA Finals were won by the Duke Blue Devils, coached by Coach K, and they defeated Wisconsin. Wisconsin is one of two states in the nation with a gematria of 44. What I want you to notice is how when you write out 44, it sums to 144, a lot like the minute 44 timestamp on the Steve Kerr video from ESPN. I also want you to notice that when you write out April 4th, it sums to 144. Think about 4-4 for April 4th. What Lupercalia is it's the 44th day of the year. It's an ancient Roman festival celebrated on the 44th day of the year, having gematria of 44. This applies to last year because the college championship was Wisconsin versus Duke. Wisconsin's star player was Frank Kaminsky, who wore the number 44 and also has an April 4th birthday. And who won the championship? Duke did, which I predicted they would before the tournament even began by understanding this number code. Coach K is born on February 13th, which is the 44th day of the year, Lupercalia. None of this is arbitrary, Truth Seeker. This is how the championships are rigged. The reason I think 44 is so important in professional sports right now is at least in part because we're in the time of the 44th president. Notice Coach K also hails out of Chicago, like the 44th president has connections to the city. Anyhow, all those 44s aside, let's get into what was significant about the Warriors, who are in their 44th year of existence, who began the year chasing the 44-year-old record of the Los Angeles Lakers' 33 consecutive game win streak. Anyhow, let's talk about what was significant about their February 27th win, becoming the first team to clinch an NBA playoff berth and doing it in record fashion. Notice they defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder. Right now, the three front runners for the NBA Finals in the Western Conference are the Warriors, the Spurs, and the Thunder. So this was a big win for the Warriors. They won it 121-118. Warriors, in simple English gematria, equals 121, the number of points they won with. Warriors, the small way truth seeker, also sums to 49. Warriors, the small way is 49, the big way 121. They won, clinching their playoff spot exactly 49 days before the NBA playoffs begin. The NBA playoffs begin April 16th this year. They won with 121 points 49 days before the NBA playoffs begin, coinciding with their team perfectly. And let me remind you, the Warriors are originally from Philadelphia, the nation's original capital, a name that comes from Revelation in the Bible. The name Philadelphia comes from Revelation in the Bible. I want to show you this real quick. Revelation, the small way, 49. The big way, 121. The Warriors, who are originally from Philadelphia, 49 the small way, 121 the big way. Think about what Philadelphia is doing this year, having a record losing season. So also, what I pointed out at the beginning of the NBA season is a big event in our nation's history this past year was the Pope coming to visit, something that rarely happens. And the Pope concluded his visit in Philadelphia. I said I expect things related to this for Philadelphia sports teams. Philadelphia 76ers are having their record worst season. The Warriors, who are originally from Philadelphia, are having a record season and might very well set the record for wins in a season. This game, Truth Seeker, where the Warriors won it, the total sum of points is 239 points. The country is currently 239 years old. The Pope met with the 44th president on September 23rd, which in most parts of the world is written 23/9, a lot like September 23rd. Also, the flag of this nation was supposedly sewn at 239 Arch Street in Philadelphia. This is an important number to Judaism. It is the Zionist Jews who control the NBA. I don't think it's arbitrary that this game summed to 239 points. Just like I don't think it's arbitrary that the Warriors won with 121. It should be noted that 239, the number, is the 52nd prime number. The word Pope itself has gematria 52. I just bring up these connections because I think they're all part of the tribute that was on February 27th. In the game, Curry scored 46 points. This is interesting to me because the Warriors are chasing Chicago's record win season. Chicago in gematria equals 46. Phil Jackson in gematria equals 46. Steph Curry was at the 46th Super Bowl of the modern era this year, where he predicted the Panthers would win with the exact score that the game finished with. Only the Panthers lost. He had the score exactly backwards, and I don't think that was a coincidence either. I think Steph Curry, who will be the favorite going into the NBA Finals should he make it, will surprise when he loses to likely the Cleveland Cavaliers, just like many people are surprised by the Panthers losing to the Broncos, all because it's rigged. As I pointed out in October, the Super Bowl was gift-wrapped for the Broncos. All those videos are there for you to watch. This game, the record-setting win, fastest team to make the playoffs, clinch a spot. It also came exactly 96 days before the NBA Finals begin, June 2nd, the date with 44 numerology. The word Freemason equals 96. The NBA is controlled by the Masons and the Zionists. So now let's look at some other interesting things. June 2nd, the date the NBA Finals begin, is typically the 153rd day of the year. This year's a leap year, so it'll be the 154th day, but we're going to focus on 153 anyway. 153 is a very special number. In the Bible, it's the miraculous catch of fish. 153 is often paired with 42. NBA Finals has gematria 42, so it's a fitting day for the NBA Finals to begin. It's also a number that connects heavily to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavs. Notice the NBA playoffs begin April 16th, the 106th day of the year, the number of prophecy, the number connected to the Philadelphia train wreck last year, which LeBron was very much connected to. Talk more about LeBron and the train wreck in a moment. Also notice that from the 106th day to the 153rd day, the length of the NBA playoffs before the finals begin is 47 days. And the first NBA championship was in the year 47, which was won by the Philadelphia Warriors over the Chicago Stags. This year, the Warriors are chasing the Chicago win record. Synchronicities with NBA history. As I pointed out in the Super Bowl, Peyton Manning's birthday was very much synced up with the Super Bowl. It was the 46th Super Bowl of the modern era. His birthday follows the Super Bowl by 46 days, plus a whole lot more. Anyhow, I noticed that Steph Curry's birthday this year comes 33 days before the start of the NBA playoffs. And I doubt that's a coincidence either. NBA Finals in Gematria, 33 and 42. Again, with regards to the finals, it's on the 153rd day of the year, typically June 2nd, a number often paired with 42. And out of all the teams in the NBA, only one has a gematria connection to 42, and that's the Cleveland Cavs. Yes, I know they're really called the Cleveland Cavaliers, but out of all the teams, out of all their nicknames, even the abbreviated names such as Knicks instead of Knickerbockers, Blazers instead of Trailblazers, only one team has the 42 connection, and it's the Cleveland Cavs. And their star player is LeBron James, who also has the 42 connection. Cleveland is on a 51-year drought of sports championships. I want you to notice that Cleveland Cavs equals 51. LeBron James also equals 51, using the S exceptions. And with regards to Cleveland itself, if you use the V exception, you add 18 more, Cleveland also has a gematria of 51, matching the streak of no wins there.